Good morning, world, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I am extremely grateful to have the dad that I do, and that's really what my message and conversation today is about how great my dad is. And one thing that I've learned growing up and having friends from a lot of different backgrounds with different experiences with their parents is that everyone does not have the same relationship with their parents. And that may sound like a very simple fact, but I think as children, we just don't see as intimately what those relationships look like. Little things like when your dad says, I love you, or when your dad gives you a hug, or gives you a kiss on the forehead, or is there to encourage you in low moments, or is there to support you in your first business venture, or is there just as someone to talk to, as an encourager. And one of the things that I've learned through my experiences in life is I have been extremely blessed with a great dad. I have a dad that did all of those things and continues to do all those things that I just mentioned, while also being a disciplinarian and someone who held a standard in our household. I had a dad who led our household, even though we're all imperfect in our own ways. I saw that. Who financially provided, who cares about his children, who made sure that everybody was taken care of and provided for more and more than we could ever ask or imagine, or truthfully that we deserve outside of just being his children. And I'm grateful for that. And I am using these opportunities just to record my gratitude and share it with the world, but also to get you to reflect. What was your relationship like with your dad? Was it one that maybe you have taken things for granted? Maybe you have overlooked the areas and the gaps of your relationship with your dad and said, man, I actually do have a good father figure, and this is a person who did the best that they could, because there's no manual to doing it the right way, and they're actually pretty good. And maybe you've taken that for granted, because I know I have at times. Maybe you're on the other side of the spectrum where you didn't have that relationship and it wasn't there. Do you have that figure in your life now? Do you have someone who's represented that, someone who you can cling to as that sort of guide? I've found that not just my dad has played a role in my life as far as a male figure beyond life. I've developed relationships with other men who are similar age as my dad, who have wisdom and can provide counsel in my life. And not that those people will ever replace my biological father. And again, I'm blessed to have a great biological father. But I've found wisdom and counsel from people who are almost like an uncle. And you could say a fatherly type or a male type figure. Have you had those opportunities? Have you had men in your life who could still provide perspective? Or maybe you're somewhere in the middle where it's good, but it's not great. It's not so bad, but it could be better. And in those situations, I would still challenge you, as hard as it is, as challenging as it is, and though I haven't been in this situation, I challenge you to find the gratitude in that. There always can be a better situation, but there always can be a worse situation. And there is generally something that someone did for us, no matter their absence or not. And so that's my message for today. Very simple. I'm actually sitting in one of the chairs that my dad has passed on to me that's been in the family for 10 or 15 years, and it's become my thinking chair. And I feel very blessed and very fortunate. So this is a message of gratitude. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Talk soon.